What if I tell you you already have a built in success mechanism within you? Your brain and nervous system constitutes of a mechanism that helps you achieve your goals, that helps you think of new ideas, and also it helps you to tackle problems in your life. Most of the people around you are not using this mechanism, or maybe they are not aware of this mechanism. You might have seen birds migrating over thousands of miles over open sea. You might have seen a squirrel gathering nuts and storing it for the winters. Now these creatures have no access to newspaper, map, a weather forecast or GPS technology, and still they are able to migrate thousands of miles in the right direction. Still they are able to predict the season, and still they are doing all these things with perfection. This is because of the built-in guidance system present in them. Even animals have a similar mechanism as humans, but the mechanism in animals is limited to finding food, shelter, overcoming enemies, and survival of their species. So, in short, the goal of animals is to survive, whereas humans, we have a much more advanced version of this mechanism. For animals, to live means just fulfilling few physical needs, but for a man, to live means more than a mere survival. In addition to the physical needs, we also have a lot of emotional needs as well as a lot of spiritual needs. This takes me back to when I said that we as a human have a much more advanced version of this mechanism, much more advanced version of this success mechanism which guides us in life. It helps us to innovate, write poetry, work out, meditate, build a business, build a better personality, play some sort of sport, excel at some sort of art, everything that you wish for that can make your life complete. Animals cannot select their goals, humans can. Humans also have the power of creative imagination. But today, many people are not able to use this mechanism, this built in guidance system present within them, due to which they are lost in life right now. In this video, I will be telling you how you can exactly discover your success mechanism within you, which will help you for a better life. So, let's begin. You need to stop working like a machine. Studies have shown that man is not a machine, rather, it has a machine which he uses. But today, when you see around yourself, everyone is becoming machine day by day. No one is using their brain, instead, their brain is using that body to do the work. People have lost the ability to think and the ability of creative imagination. You might be the person who is indulged in some sort of job which you don't like, obviously, and you are just following the orders of your superiors, starting from the day, and then you are just following the system all day. Now, in this process, you are not really using much of your brain. You are just following some orders and just following the system. Now, if you keep doing this process again and again for over years, your brain is going to stop working and you will be losing the ability to think, you will be losing the ability to imagine. We need to remember that machines can neither think nor imagine. So you will be becoming a machine one day. And it will not be surprising that machine will be replacing you. AI will be replacing you because now you are also a machine. So stop working like a machine. I am not stopping you from working hard or working for more hours, but I'm suggesting you to think and use your ability of creative imagination, not just follow orders of your superiors and not just follow the system blindlessly. So the functioning of mechanism in our brain and nervous system is based on the feedbacks. Whenever you do some sort of task, whenever you do some sort of work, your brain is receiving feedbacks. Now that feedbacks can be either positive or negative. If you are doing the if you are able to do the task successfully without any mistakes, then it will be giving your brain the positive feedback that this is the right way to do it, and the next time you do it, your brain will apply the same procedure. Whereas if you are doing some sort of task and you make some mistakes, then your brain will be receiving a negative feedback and it will try to correct the procedure that you have applied this time. And when the next time you do that particular job, your brain will be remembering the feedbacks, and on the basis of the feedback it will try to correct it. So if you have made any mistakes, errors or failures, your brain has the ability to automatically correct it with the help of the feedback. Now there are two ways in which the mechanism works. First way is when you know the target, when you know the goal, and the main objective is to just accomplish it. And the second way is when you don't know the target, when you don't know the goal, and the objective is to locate it and to search for it. Now, the functioning of your brain is similar to the functioning of a missile, a torpedo. We use a missile to destroy an enemy ship, or maybe some location, right? When we launch a missile, we set a location where we want to deploy it and blast. So when you launch the missile, it continuously goes in the forward direction. Now there are sense organs attached on these missiles. It can be heat, sonar, radar, or the perceptors, anything. These sensors are going to help the missile get the feedbacks. If the missile is going in the right direction, they will give it a positive feedback, that is to continue its direction in the same way. If anyhow, due to some wind or some unavoidable circumstance, the missile deviates, maybe it goes somewhat left, somewhat right, up or down, and it is going away from the target, then the missile will receive a negative feedback, which is going to again put the missile back on track. And somehow, after doing all these zigzag tactics and deviations, the missile is at the end going to reach the target, going to reach the goal. So this is how our brain also works. If you are setting up if you are setting up a goal, your brain has the ability to automatically keep you on the track in the forward direction. It has the ability to generate feedback for itself, and it will help you to correct the errors by itself. Just as the missile at the end reached its target, your brain will also help you to achieve your goal at the end. So it does not matter how many mistakes you make, it does not matter what kind of feedback you are getting. At the end, if you just go in the single direction, you are always going to achieve your goal. Now I will be telling you 5 steps which you need to follow for discovering a success mechanism within you. I will be giving you an example, a same example, for explaining these 5 steps. This will help you understand in a much easier way. So assume that you are driving a car. So the first step when you drive the car is to know your destination. So set a goal or target that applies in your life. You need to have a goal or target in your life. It does not matter how perfect and clear the goal is. Just have a blur kind of image in your brain that yes, I want to reach this point. I want to reach this point in life, and don't worry about the path right now. This brings me to the second point. Just start driving. Don't be afraid of the path. If you are driving the car, don't just wait in the parking lot. You are never going to reach anywhere if you are in the parking lot. So rather, just drive. So rather, just take action in your life, and don't be afraid of the failures. So rather, just take action in your life. Get on the road. Even the GPS technology does not show you the whole road at once. It only shows you one turn at a time. You are never going to know the whole journey when you are on the road. You need to have patience and just follow on the road and just keep on driving. And the mechanism built in you is going to help you to reach your goal. Third, never be afraid of failures. It does not matter if you take a wrong turn. Now, when you are on the road, there are going to be times when you are going to miss some signs. Maybe you are going to take some wrong road. Maybe you are going to take some wrong turn. But it does not matter. Yes, you might see it as a failure, but failure is just a feedback that your brain is receiving, and it is not a full stop, right? So once you are making this error, your brain is receiving this feedback, and the next time when you are on the same road, you will be on the right path. This time, the next time, you are not going to take the wrong turn again. So see failures as the opportunity to learn something new rather than as a major setback. Fourth, trial and error. Fourth, trial and error. Learn as you drive. You are not going to be the best driver on day 1 of driving. And if you are comparing yourself with someone who is on day 100, then obviously you are going to feel depressed. Obviously, you are going to degrade your self image. So rather, just focus on your road, just focus on your lane. Nobody becomes an expert driver overnight. You become a good driver just by practice, by making mistakes, by making errors. You might have an accident while driving, but that does not stop you from driving for your whole life. And you don't learn driving just by reading a manual. You learn to drive by actually driving. Same applies in life. You are not going to reach success just by consuming motivational content, just by consuming self improvement videos, or just by reading tons of books. You need to take action, you need to start driving. And the last one, just let it work. turn on your inner GPS. Once you start driving, once you start taking action, and once you are on the path, on the right path, your subconscious mind starts working for you. As I already told you, you have a built in mechanism which has the ability of creative imagination. And that mechanism gives you ideas, leads you on the path, and helps you with your decisions, but only if you let it work. But this does not apply to a parked car. It only works if you are in motion. You need to remember that your inner GPS is only going to work when you are driving, not when you are parked. These were the 5 things which I want you to apply in your life. This is going to help you discover a success mechanism built in within you. Now, if you feel that this is too much of a task, then I will just tell you to do one thing, and if you do that one thing, you will be in motion. That is to take action. Nothing in life is gonna come to you without taking any sort of action. It will not matter the number of videos you have watched, the number of books that you have read, the number of courses that you have done, until you take real action. So if you want to start working on your business, start it today. If you want to learn some skill, learn it today. Don't wait for the right moment, because the mechanism built in with you only works when you are in motion. It is better to drive and make mistakes rather than just sitting in the car in the parking lot. So this was it for me. I hope this video will help you discover your success mechanism within you. And this is not an overnight process. You need to apply all these steps in your life for over a week or month, and slowly you will start seeing changes in yourself. Now, if you wish to see similar content on mindset, discipline, and self-improvement, do consider subscribing this channel. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your attention. And yeah, also like this video. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you.